Ya usaba de estas.
Mamón, diga.
¿A seguir? Carefully up. Otherwise you cheat and you get a running start while they're waiting on you.
What were you trying to accomplish?
Just trying to give him a little target and just give him something to focus on. And he's a horse that needs that. He's a horse in these races that likes to come from off the pace. And he doesn't do a whole lot unless he's got a target. He's a pretty laid-back type of horse. He had two nice 2-year-olds in front of him today, going a half a mile and galloping out 5/8, and he was very willing. He had a target in front of him, and it worked out really well. He sat out maybe 4 or 5 lengths behind them, finished with them, and traveling very, very easily and doing it well. He went in 48 and 4, and galloped out very well. He'll work again, maybe next weekend. Yeah, we're undecided what the plan is as to where and when, but he will work again. We're still a couple of weeks out, so we'll breeze him again and see how it goes. But so far, so good.
He wears those pretty substantial blinkers, black blinkers, and he gallops in them too. Is that all part of trying to get him to focus?
Yeah, he's a horse that lacked a little focus early on, and it really helped him when we put blinkers on him, and he became more engaged in what he was doing and more willing. And so we left him on. So he trains in blinkers all the time. One of the few horses that trains in blinkers for us, but he's one that they've really helped.
He's got excellent form for a horse who's only raced 3 times. He wins impressively first time out, and second in a grade 6 at Saratoga. Comes back in a second to a horse that's one of the favorites for the Breeders' Cup Juvenile. I'm just trying to get at the development, the potential that might still be there with him.
Yeah, I don't think he's reached his full potential just yet. I think he's improving all the time, and the numbers show that he has improved remarkably from race 1, which he won, to race 2, to race 3, and hopefully we'll see some more improvement in his 4th start. But I think he's got a good pattern, and he's heading in the right direction.
Can you talk about his last race in the Iroquois?
He ran really well in the Iroquois. He was second to who you said will probably be one of the favorites for the Breeders' Cup Juvenile. And we were beating a length and 3/4, and we didn't have a great trip. We ran into some traffic on the turn at a vital part of the race, and lost some momentum there. But he showed a little bit of courage and heart, and he kicked it back in again, and passed a lot of horses from that point to the wire. So it was a very good effort despite the bad
Of
trip.
course, you've always had high expectations for.
Oh yeah, absolutely. He's worked really well way before his first start, and of course he won his first start, which was a competitive maiden race here at Churchill. So yeah, we've held him in high regard for a long time.
And now, did you also work Abscond at Keeneland this morning?
Abscond is probably Breeze over the weekend at Keeneland, and she's doing very well.
Well, yeah, can I just get at some comments on her since I've got you here as a captive audience?
Absolutely, yeah.
She broke her
Abscond-
maiden first time out at Ellis.
Correct, sprinting on the grass, and then she was second in a sprint stake turf at Saratoga, and then she went on to the 1 mile grade 1 Talma, which she won, and she's also a lightly raced filly. She's just made 3 starts, but she's accomplished a lot in a short period of time, and she won a win and you're in for Breeders' Cup Juvenile Filly Turf, and she's also on the improve. She's a very fit horse. She's very willing. She doesn't need a whole lot. She'll just have a little maintenance work, 49 or 50. Just real easy. She does things very, very nicely, and she's a very fit horse, so very straightforward. Turkey Racing is on the up and up, and as is Ellis Park, and we're looking forward to more improvements for next year, and hopefully bigger purses again. It's already a substantial purse structure, but Kentucky racing is strong, and we're glad to be part of it.
What sort of confidence will you go into? We don't know what the fields are yet, but with both these horses into the Breeders' Cup and their 2-year-old races there.
Well, we're expecting them. I think they're both going to be very competitive in their individual races, and I think they're coming into their races very well. And obviously, it's going to be a tougher test than what they've raced against previously. But I think both horses are going to be very competitive.